get to play with different people and see that they have their own style. I'm definitely not platinum, probably a silver player, and I'm the gold. But I love seeing other people play soccer. It's such a creative game. You take the field, knowing where the ball is going to be. Not where it's at right now. It's there. Where that could come this way. So getting the stance ready for reaction. Having more time. Walking the goal very quickly. Everyone does differently. Now being able to take responsibility after you make a play that is back. I always first couple minutes see how people play. They could be really good and put a glove in their head, but I'm learning something else. Got a little bit of a lag with me. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, here we go. I've got more of me in the monitor. I've got it up and running now. I'm just going to post to the channel. Sound issues hit. Put the mic closer. Welcome. So, here we go. This is just a warm-up game. I don't know what interest someone would have just watching some casual 2v2s. It's like, if you want to watch someone suck, they'll just play themselves, or that's what I would say. If I saw someone like me just in here kind of whipping the ball, but to understand that there's a goal makes things more worthwhile. So my goal in this situation is learning how to get better placement for where I need to be. Instead of worrying just about the other player, I can kind of know where they should be, but mainly focusing on what am I doing to prevent disaster. Because that's what when I played Rocket League, always trying to score, my only focus was scoring. It was so difficult to score. With this, when I'm focusing more on trying to prevent disaster, I'm actually having a check to where it's like I don't have to just play in the goal, but I don't have to rush the net either. So kind of in between, as I said, there's some checks and balances, some government and legislation. So with playing, you're gonna have the fight of impulse because it's a video game. You want to have fun, but when you're going off of just ball chasing and you're not playing positions, you're gonna get stuck in this rut where you're blaming everyone else for your loss. And so when I play, even though I'm not that good, I just try to focus on balance of I'm gonna let that guy go after that hit. He's clearly on a roll, so I'm gonna let him keep doing what he's doing, versus me just being in a position playing defense could really help lead the game and not trying to take control of every hit. You don't have to constantly make contact with the ball. So also, I got a new controller and I wired it to have power slide on the second. It's under the controller, like a wraparound button where I can hit like this, for instance, is a lot easier to do than using X. I had to look down and see what console am I on. I didn't know if I was streaming PlayStation or Xbox, but so when you feel how clunky the controls are, it really makes you want to play with a mouse and keyboard. It feels good in terms of like a first-person shooter, like the handgun feel. But when you're driving a car game in a race, it's usually, if you play Rocket League for so long, when a controller moves with keyboard, that's not necessarily going to move you faster because you had to learn how to make the car move. So if you're going to go to PC, it's like use a controller. That, see, I don't feel like I did anything there except for just contribute maybe to avoiding things before they even need to be saved. But this guy invited me, so I'm just trying to not. Okay, so the party leader left. That's what happens when you suck. But I'm gonna keep fishing out there for matches, and I don't know if I can show this logo or not. This is my generic flavored sports energy drink that I enjoy. The color of the flavor is purple, but it's like sometimes that's the flavor if you name it that way. So my vehicle is the blue team, but it's purple. And just going through, if I'm by myself, I'm not gonna just only play games. I mean, when I'm with everyone, they want to rush through, and it's like, man, you've got a awesome garage. There's an awesome inventory display. So let's look over here under the decal section of the thing that I didn't understand when I started playing this game was that only certain ones of these are going to work on certain cars. So I didn't realize the limitation of that one is on every car apparently. But if you look, it'll list, you know, if I was to go to this car right now, and now let's look, I only have 8, 9, 10, 11, and then back to the vehicle that I was just using this whole time. Here goes. Where was it? Oh, another thing, if you add filters, so I got this many imports. This is what I just got, is the Jag. Somebody gave me this, I guess it's Jaeger 619, and I could not get used to it. The flipping, but it's so fast. If you're playing any singles, it's awesome. So I'm just leaving this with the presets from my other vehicle. That way I can just go right into it. But I'm going to hop in training real fast just to get a feel for it. And so I recommend this if you're going to play and go from a crap game to practicing, then back into a game. That pattern is going to be like defeat, going back to the drawing board, and then going to try again. If you're going into the game thinking because you practice you're going to do better, that's not always the case, because you got to take into account the luck factor. So I'm not sure what I want to practice in. I like this Champions Field, but so I've got it connected where I'm streaming out of my Xbox to my PC, and on my PC I have my USB headset, which is my Xbox. It's a Lucid Sound, and I'm using that for my Xbox 9 times out of 10. But what I've been doing now is plugging it into the laptop directly, so I can hear all my stream effects. Like, I'm not going anywhere. So if you're watching right now, hold on just 1 second and I'll show you this. I can hit intermission, but I'm not really at an intermission, you know. So I could do stream starting soon, and so you'll see, okay, well, where's he at? I'm back. So I'm wanting to set it up. Welcome in, just got back. Thanks for holding, guys, and then go into whatever I was going to do. But this way, if you don't stream from the console directly, it's so much clearer on my side at least. And if it's not on yours, let me know in the comments. I mean, I'll see what I can adjust. So basically what I do, I need to fill out my profile, my bio, but I'm a gamer for sure, but I fix gaming computers. So every day of my employment, someone has an issue and I'm solving it for them, or trying to solve it, you know, because like I might not solve it that day exactly, but one situation would be, hey, someone's playing Rocket League and they bought a car and they didn't receive it on download, right? So they're like, where is this? I can't get it. I bought it. I did what I need to do. Your computer's broken. It's not showing you. Well, that's not really a computer problem, but those software issues, I take advantage of those opportunities to learn something about a game. And I decided that I want to start streaming because I've repaired a lot of, I can't say any names, but I've repaired some streamers' computers that were very well known. You know, I could say quantity, you know, 70,000 subscribers. And I think that's a substantial amount for anybody to follow. I have been wanting to get into streaming just for the sake of having a chance to have to apply myself to something outside of work, because you get in a rut where your hobbies are not really giving you any means of fulfillment. It's just enjoyable, you know. I'm not doing this because I feel like this makes me a better person. I'm doing it because it's fun. Playing Rocket League, that is. But streaming is one of those things where I think that could be fulfilling to share thoughts, almost like in a philosophical sense. People are like, okay, am I watching horrible rendition of a trick that you can do perfectly? That's not really worth it, but it is definitely worth it to change it up like that. What you thought was going to happen, it was going to roll in. And life's like that sometimes. You're going and you're like, oh, it's over for sure. But is it ever? Because this never-ending loop, this cycle, is like, oh wow. So, you know, the ad, they come in and they're like, 2v2. Why am I not in 2v2? Just because this car is so weird compared to the Octane. I'm trying to get a feel for the ratio of speed to boost, acceleration, all that. Not even getting a good dribble. So I'm gonna try out my new button on my controller. Just right here real quick. Not getting it. There we go. Alright, so if I'm going straight, eye off the ball. Boom. Is that it? Is that the true, you know, is that the same as reaching across the controller? So this is what I'm talking about. On the bottom of my controller, you can see right here, there's a button. And that button is assigned to my X. So it's a duplicate, and the reason it's a duplicate is because I use X for air roll during the game, you know, to be able to level out again. If I go up the wall and pull back, I want to be able to rotate and get where I need to be, so I'm going right back towards the goal. Well, using X for handbrake is difficult to add boost to because you're reaching across and then my ball camera changes. So, for instance, I'm playing this. I'm going straight, I'm reaching across, and to reach across, I get B and X. Well, when B and X are lit, hold on, let me do this. Alright, so signing it. Alright, this section right here, when I'm hitting B and X on Mississippi to Mississippi, the light's on the controller. There we go. Now it's locked. So X and B, I was just having to program it real quick, but X and B, when I hold it across, that's the power slide everybody knows. Well, what I do is I take that back button that's assigned and I use that as a duplicate X, so I can still air roll with X because that's what's comfortable. But I need another way to turn around this fast on a dime, to where if the ball's going this way and I just change my mind, I can go back and hit it. You know, that's what we're going for, is this right here. I can move around and already be going back to goal because of that. That was too lucky of a shot. Let's see if I can do what I'm doing again. Definitely not. Alright, here we go. Full 100% boost. Alright, let's go up the wall with it. And this is what we're going for. Trying to do a sideways shot in. So if you go down on the D-pad, the stick is going to let you pull back enough to where you're not pushing your view down, but you are keeping your car down. So like this on the stick, the thing about this controller, pull back like you normally would. Well, when you boost, look where I land. Just that same height, like if I do the exact same thing. See the difference of with a double and a single? Right here, what I just did, I started adding gas first to land closer to the rail. So if you pull back and then add gas, you can get this rock in where it stops you. So you're going out. That's a fallen. This is boosting into the ground. And then when it shoots you down, you hear there's a little bit of thump versus just this. Without any boost. But what I was trying to do is go a little higher and give you this right here. That's a fallen. You know, So I'm trying to get this down, which is a little faster on the speed of. There we go. Now I'm back to it. So, you know, going for boost, I just practice patterns of where are these boosts. I need to be good enough to grab 3 of them and know that I'm going to hit the ball. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go up, start on these 3, and then hit the ball. It's just visualizing it. It's just about knowing where these are. Alright, enough of the honking of the horn. I'm just running it up for the opposite direction, which now, like I said, I'm not even used to the programming of this to power slide correctly. So this is completely inefficient for what I need to be practicing, with the fact that on the gameplay that unlimited boost was on. I don't know if you saw that. If you don't know where it's at, go to gameplay and you can turn it on and off. And oh yeah, you can change from horizontal and vertical, and I love that because in Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars, the first rendition of a soft car game made by Sonic, there's the kind of mini game style play, whereas it's like you're completing a tiny thing. It wasn't always a full game, you know. We got 5 minutes like a basketball game. How long can you watch somebody with based off of this? So here we go. Alright, I'm going to bring it around. I'm good enough. The whole point of me coming in here was just to warm up on that car. So the thing with me, since I don't practice drills, I'm trying to be just someone that just casually comes in and plays. Look, this is what my rankings are. I've never been ranked in 3v3. In 1v1, I'm a silver 2. To me, 1v1, I know it says 2v2 on the title, but that's just when I was posting this video. I wanted to adjust it. I don't even know if I can say that. If you want to follow me or add me on, I'll put in XX_ airstrike _ XX. That's my PSN. So not sure what that guy was doing when did I just get lucky? I think the redundancy of playing, I'm gonna see for sure an embarrassing moment that I'm gonna be. I guarantee you, just by that off-brand or offset, unjustified aggression that I went at towards the ball thinking I knew what was going on, only fell. I know something's coming. You know, I'm not speaking it against. It's more just an odd thing for me. I'm not thinking it's even karma-based. You know, I don't know how much you believe in micro karma, but even if you believe that you get what you deserve to some extent, there's some stuff when things just don't add up, and that's just the way things go. But 1v1, this is live. The person that I'm playing with, the title says Car Cowboy. On mine it says the Rocketeer, but I'm higher ranked than the Rocketeer title. I don't know how I'm winning right now. I am higher ranked than the Rocketeer title, but I like the way it sounds. It reminds me of a movie called The Rocketeer. Wow. The monitor that I'm playing on, I want to turn it. So I'm using, like I said, out of my Xbox. The PC is basically what is my streaming device. I'm exporting the stream from my Xbox One S, just the white, and it's the digital version. Which, you know, shout out to my brother who has 3 kids and a wife. They've been married in, I want to say 11 years now. I don't know how time goes by, but what I was saying was he got me an Xbox so I could play with my nephews. And it's been awesome because when I played with them when they were really young, it was Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars. And I remember teaching them how to say that and just hearing them try to enunciate it like a kid, you know, like Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars. It was like, man, those kids were just so in love with the game. And I'll never forget that. So I loved the game when I first ran into it, I thought it was an awesome idea, but I never had a console to play it on. So I played on my friend. I never had a console, but so I'm using my friend's PS4, and it was like, man, I've got to get one of these. I was literally set on it. Like, when you find something and you start appreciating it, I was so determined to get a PS4, and it was such an ordeal because the choices I was making in my life, I wasn't able to have much more than just the bare necessities. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people don't even have what they need, and a lot of people don't have what they want. But I think we all have plenty that we don't deserve. So I try to stay grateful. But here is non-Rocket League banter with this guy that it's been what I feel is an even match. All you can do is give it a shot. I know he's got some goals just out of being reckless, but I'm just going to see what he's capable of. He's got a 2-point lead. And I got over 2.5 minutes. Started off good, I scored twice, but it was easy kind of first round. The first couple volleys, I think, is the easiest time to score. Once it goes beyond that, do you take credit for the ricochets of a pinball inside a Thunderdome? No, I don't. That's why I got Rocket Boost, so I can entertain myself with Sparkly in between. And maybe you get a good shot, maybe you don't. But he's thinking he's going to steal this from me, and I just don't think that he's going to. He's probably going to pass it to me. Well, I passed it to myself. I don't know what the Atari is thankful for, but I find it best not to say anything back because they will ban you for anything someday. It's like, what did I do? And you realize, well, don't say that in chat. They might be offended because you were upset, but I haven't been in that situation. I've just, I hear about that, and I would hate to have my account, have any issues. So I'm like, try to treat everybody with respect. If you're cool, I'm gonna be cool. I'll trade with you or whatever. I might have something you like. I go after animated skins, but I'm so new to getting into it. What I consider seriously, I play every day, at least a round a day. That's not gonna make me amazing, but it is gonna keep me from depleting my skills faster, which I feel like has already been a battle since the schedule change and different things. I don't know if I should message him back, it's one of those things. Like, should I say hi? Welcome to a tie. Makes no sense, but neither does how I caught up or how I broke away from the beginning. So, let's just see what Mr. Deadeye's about. I know he's aggressive on that startup. Sometimes I'll hop over and I'll just get it just in the perfect amount of time to keep them from getting it, like in this situation. I know it seems like he has a runaway lead, but I just can't help but think that I've got enough control to turn this to my favor, but not fast enough, apparently. So in the last minute, we got 12 seconds to bounce around, but I think I'll win by 2. Now if you're waiting for some banter, now is not the time to wait for it because it's never going to get here. Because I'm winning the straight Rocky Road mode. I'm about ending it on a savage note. I know you're thinking, why did you do that? Because I knew he was coming after this boost, and now I just became leader of the boost pack. And I know you're thinking, what a dribble or not. Or probably a horrible dribble, I don't know, but that's what I'm talking about. Why would I say that? I'll win by 2. I don't know if you're wondering, but I'm not wondering. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win this game by 2. That's what I thought at least, but I guess I don't have enough time. So, is it possible to win by 2 if you just lost by 2? That moment you're like, wait, I'm blue? I've been on Team Blue? No. I feel good about the fact that when I win aggression, I didn't think any possibility was possible other than a breakaway, I would love to That's what I'm talking about. I thought... Searching again. That doesn't count. And if it does count for something, it's not going to count for anything that I need it to be. Oh, here we go. Strat. Come on. Oh, it's loading. I don't know how often you have to do this. Do you know how much is on Twitch that it's... Let's see. Here it is loading. I just know somebody's bound to tell me that just because I'm streaming doesn't mean that people want to hear everything I have to say. I know that. I did not mean to just rush into a 1v1 and accidentally lose my whole streaming window. All I can tell you, good people, is that I'm still here. I'm pretty sure you can see me, but I can't see you. Okay, there we go. I'm back. So I don't know if anybody said anything. I have no idea about checking comments or anything. And do I reply back to that? I wonder the same thing. Do I? What do you say? It was a good one, you know? Alright. Pop over here. Oh. Gameplay stopped? No, it's streaming. Isn't it? If you're here and you're watching, I don't need you to be upset. He was literally waiting. What a patient dude. He wants a challenge. I told him to take it. And I'm just gonna steal that from him. 'Cause we're playing single, and I'm a bad friend. Look at that. Does he need my boost? No, he didn't. You can take the boost and you can lose. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to an episode of the internet. Next week on the internet, shit's gonna happen and people are gonna have something to say about it. And there's gonna be two sides. Wrong, and those who think they're right. How do we know they're wrong? We don't know. We just know those people are definitely wrong, but these people think they're not. And what's wrong? I'd rather be wrong and be open to the truth than right and think that there's no other way but right. Because, you know, at least I'll get the truth eventually, but there's other truths you gain from the things that you realize out of the painful things. Regret and loss. In general, this car is my least favorite vehicle in the game, but it looks like what I would say one of the coolest cars in the game. I'm not a car person, but I'm an aesthetics person. Think, wow, that's a cool design. I'm going to take advantage of the time by wearing it. What I can't believe is I joined some random lobby with this kid, and he was good. And I say kid, I don't mean like a punk kid. Like this kid was a good kid, you know. It's Rocket League. We got our fair share of super talented young individuals that can, you know, air dribble and all the tricks. You know, I wouldn't even be able to name all the skills that you need to have, let alone master them. Not that I couldn't, but just that I'm so far off from that. I'm pretty sure I just hit that off in 10 minutes. This is the weirdest 2v2 you've ever seen. Yeah, you're welcome. It's gonna be too much to watch. That's what 2v2 is. I thought I had that. I'm just literally collecting loot. I haven't even begun to put my attention towards this, but I will. Alright, right here. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just kidding. It's very hard not to say anything, but okay. Dang it. Why is it so easy to get caught off guard? Oh, because I'm the one that's loot for. You want to have the boost advantage, but me, I just mainly wait for the easier shot. There we go. We're tied up. I'm not saying this is a good game. I feel like that wouldn't happen if he was better. It's not that I did great, it's that he should have done better, you know. And when we're talking about specifics, I think it's okay to be biased because we want to know why we're biased. Especially, you know, and it's not about skill set, it was one play. That's all I have to go off of. It's been more than enough to decide that I'm horrible like strangers that don't even know me and join the lobby. Like, they say, get off Rocket League. Why would I do that? I've been playing it before you were born. Anyway, you know, you gotta take the good with the bad in anything, and sometimes there are always gonna be those annoying kids on a game that you're playing, but when you think about it, man, if video games are for kids, which I don't think anybody feels stuck in that mindset, because you got people in their 90s, they love Tetris, you know, or whatever it is, but I don't like the double standards. I understand bias because it's being leaned or a bent toward one side, but there's usually a reason versus a double standard. Selfish is the reason. It's not a question. There wouldn't be a double standard if there wasn't a self-centered motive. So, because of that, I tend to just think, you know what? I'm not gonna let it get to me, whatever it is. Everybody's got something that's bothering them. But maybe not liking, how is it that I can put all this time, effort, and energy into something and still have nothing to show for it? Well, maybe I'm not focusing. I mean, this is a serious game for this dude. It could go either way, but I'm about to just really rip him a free shot. 19 seconds left, that's all I need. He did it in 2 seconds. Watch this. That was a straight shot though, it's gonna be a bounce. That was so good. I super love how you're going for another goal. Yeah, I'm going for it. Okay. Seems very brave of you to blow me up in the air. I would have done it sooner. You know, just get managed when you win. What is this? I have no idea what this is, but yeah, I'm out of that lobby. I'm not sure that I have the... I'm not sure that I have the... Man, what the heck is that? Peregrine TT. What? I do not have this car. Dang it, it's so stupid to buy 5 credits. What happened there? Play the field? No, what did I just get? Alright, garage. Blueprint. Looking for it now. So, if I'm not mistaken, the quality was very rare. Alright. I guess not. Okay, fine. So if it wasn't very rare, then it was an import. That makes sense. Okay. Peregrine. Insidio. So I could build this item for 700 and it can be traded with other players. Alright. Let's see. Just got an invite to play. Seems like my gameplay is paused on my feed on my side. That's why I'm wondering if it's streaming. Is it showing? Oh, there we go. Now it's in sync. So I've got this Insidio, the Aviator, the Nimbus, and the Samurai. Or, well, those are the other. Oh. Oh, well. I mean, I see it right there, but I don't know if it's worth the 700. RT supporter creator. Here's the idea of the creator. Whoa. So it looks to me like the front of the nose angles the ball down. I don't know exactly how that's taken into consideration, but like from this angle, I'd have to hit a ball head on with it. I just don't think I'm gonna love it. It's different. It's like a Stingray Camaro. You know what I mean? Like the middle of it has. I don't know. So I've got that. I've got these. Maybe these with that car. Yeah. You know, you ever go through this credits and you're just looking and you're like, I'm pretty sure that I am. I'm pretty sure that I am. Pretty sure that I am. Pretty sure. Go get nasty with it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. 500 credits. Will I regret it? 1,000 credits. Nothing's better than 3 stacks of credits. 65 Hondo on deck. 30% more. What the heck? I'll just press X or A. This is not PSN. It's Xbox like that. And I guess I am just streaming again. What should I do? Some of the dubstep coming up. I got the blues. What? Well, you know, it's like people tell you're streaming and you just hear doors creak. Can you see right there? There she is. You can see her sneaking around the corner. It's like, I see, what is that? It's like right before I buy some credits, then my girlfriend is like, what are you doing? What's that menu screen where it looks like you're about to spend real money on a video game? Like, no, I would never do that, but, you know, I will work all day, Monday through Friday, till I get what I want. When I finally get paid, I got not enough coins for the things that I need. I'm just trying to decide if I want to discount 3,000 of these. Freestyling, wilding out, wild like this and that, but I still can't roll out like barrel roll, like air roll, like jumping in the air. I'm scared, bro. People said, what's wrong with you? Said, I don't know, Halloween like scarecrow, because October's over, now it's November, dude, and I'm gonna get so hungry, I'll eat a whole turkey, dude. Like, is that rude? I come over, and I was invited to family dinner, and I'm gonna say, man, that last chicken leg was a winner, but they said that wasn't chicken. They said that was turkey. I said, man, on the way over, I didn't know food was gonna be good, so I brought some beef jerky. Oh. Well, here it is. It's the thing that's missing, and it just dawned on me this moment that I can stream and while I stream, rap about everything on it, like X Tempo, Radiant Import Wheels, 400 credits. Oh no, that's the wheel. Alright, either way I can get it like this. 1100 plus 700. So 1100 plus 290 rather, that's 1390 minus 700 is 690 is 400. So that'd be enough, but there's nothing left over. And this would be more fun, and really at the end of it all, I think we should be okay. Hopefully someone donates. Temporary trade hold. Like a lot. Did I just get it or not? Dang it. Like, what if I didn't get it? But I don't wait for it to load and I don't keep it. So if I buy it again, well, if I didn't buy it, then I'm not buying it again. I don't know. I think I just talked myself out of it into it. Dubstep music is just like, I don't know.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. 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 Don't pause. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Press play. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Don't pause, press play. Press play.